كان طويل شعر المسربة. يعني المسربة هو الشعر من النحر إلى السرة. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم had a hair, and this hair was straight, start from under his neck, from the bone of the chest in the middle, as a straight line all the way down to his navel, صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. كذا اسمها السرة. Navel. Yeah. It was like a straight line, not only one line like this, going all the way down. His hair, صلى الله عليه وسلم, and it's a lot of hair. But in his chest, صلى الله عليه وسلم, the rest of his stomach and his back, he had no hair, صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. He had some hair in his shoulder, on his shoulder, صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. And there is hair in the upper part of his chest with his shoulder and in his hand, صلى الله عليه وسلم, but it was not so hairy, a lot of hair. And Nabi صلى الله عليه وسلم had something special in his body. He had something it called خاتم النبوة. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم had the seal of the prophecy in his body. There is a sign on his body shows that he is a prophet. And there is different opinion between the scholars. If every prophet has the same seal on his body, and you describe what seal means, is something in his body which shows that this is a sign of prophecy. Is this seal exist in every prophet, or was only Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? There is different opinion, but it looked more closer or more authentic that it was exist in every prophet. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born with it, or sallallahu alaihi wasallam had this seal after he was sent as a prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also, there is different opinion among the scholars about this. This seal of the prophecy, it was between his shoulder from his backside, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from the backside, and it was between his shoulder. صفتها أن هذا ختم النبوة كما روى جابر وعبد الله بن سرجس وغيرهم من أصحاب النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كسلمان وأبي سعيد والسائب وغيره، قالوا كان بين كتفيه كالجمع كأنه بيضة حمامة، غدة حمراء كأنها بيضة حمامة، كالجمع يعني كجمع الكف، بارزة في ظهره في بين كتفيه صلى الله عليه وسلم، حولها ثعاليل وخيلان سود، يعني نقاط سود حول هذا الختم الذي كان في ظهر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أو بين كتفي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم، كأنه خراج صغير له نتوء واستدارة كما وصف، ولم يكن مشوها بل كان جميلا مجملا. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, the seal of his prophecy, which exists in his body, it might be sound for you a little bit different. It is different. It sounds different. As a matter of fact, it's a different thing. And the best way for me to describe it to you in English is to say it seems like something appeared between his shoulder, coming out like abscess, if you can say that, and it was in the size of the egg of the pigeon. The egg of the pigeon. It's a small one, or if you collect your fingers like this, it will be in the size of this, of these fingers together, or the size of the pigeons eat. And around it there is a birthmark, black ones around it, surrounded. It was in his shoulder, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from his back, and this is something special in his body, and it is the seal of the prophecy, as he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to his companion, such as Salman al-Farisi and Abdullah ibn Sadr and others. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as I told you, his body sallallahu alaihi wasallam was perfect. You can imagine now him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We described him from head to toes. Imagine this body which is created in the perfect shape, as you heard. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had also, his body had special qualities. And these special qualities, his body had special qualities. Some of them are authentic, some of them are fabricated, some of them are been mentioned by the scholars and there is no proof for it. So we don't believe in it, basically. What is authentic? Such as the Prophet ﷺ's body was blessed, was a blessing body. Therefore, the part of his body was blessed. And whatever comes out of him was blessing. Such as his saliva, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, or his even spit, his sweat, his blood, his hair, when he cut his nails, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, all these parts of his body were blessed and were blessing, and the Sahaba use it for seeking the blessing, the barakah from it. When Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam shaved his head in Hajj, as reported by Sahih Muslim, he distributed his head among his companions. Distribute his hair, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he shaved his hair, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he distributed his hair among his companions. And some of them keep this hair, they used to put it in the water and drink the water when they are sick, and it will help them and will heal them. And this is only for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Only for him. Nobody else. His body blessed in this way. No sheikh, no righteous person, no one can have this quality. It's only for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Therefore, they used to bring their children to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in order for him to make tahniq, to put a piece of date or the date in his mouth. Then the date will be mixed with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saliva. Then he will give it to the children or the newborn, and he will put it in his mouth, seeking the barakah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But nobody else can be asked for this barakah, for this blessing, because this is only him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even his blood sallallahu alaihi wasallam, once he gave it to one of the Sahaba and said, put it in a place where nobody can see it. And this Sahabi drank the blood. Even it's haram to drink the blood. But this Sahabi made ijtihad, because blood is impure, but the Prophet ﷺ, nothing was from him impure. So he thought that drinking